Welcome to this lecture on the Bode plot. I'll show you how to generate a Bode plot in PSpice similar to this one with a voltage phase on one axis and a voltage magnitude on the other in the same graph. For background and theoretical information, check out this paper Frequency Response and Bode Plots by Bob York. It's an excellent read. Okay, let's go generate that Bode plot in PSpice. Okay, so let's do this Bode plot. Now go to Windows 10 Start menu and choose Cadence Release 17.2. Select Capture CIS or Capture if you have that, whatever you have. Make sure it's the Capture equivalent, because there are many different software packages or tools that come installed with the Cadence suite depending on what you have. And I know some of you might be working with 16.5 or 16.6, which is fine. But I highly recommend working with 17.2 if you're going through this video or this course. So go to File, New Project, and let's name this project something like Bode_plot. Okay. Make sure you set the location to somewhere where you save all your projects. I'm gonna go with the Documents folder. That's a common one. Select New Folder. And let's call it Bode plot. You can put a space in this folder if you want. That's fine. So enter, make sure you go into the folder, okay? Hit select folder. Now, here's something that trips students up a lot, okay? It trips people up a lot. I know I got confused sometimes. I would always select PSpice Analog or Mixed AD. Or when you're doing a new design, make sure you choose PSpice Analog or Mixed AD. Anything else, you may not have the option to do simulation. This enables simulation. All right, so click OK. Create a blank project. We don't want to make from it no existing project or nothing like that. Click OK. Now just to wait for the software to do its thing. Alright. The schematic page is loaded. I'm going to maximize this. Okay, you'll have your title block on the lower right. Yours may look different because I use a template here, but that's fine. So go to Place Part, or you can hit P on the keyboard for short. And then let's type in R for a resistor. Now, if a part shows up for you, that's great, but if it does not, sometimes it might not do that. Click Add Library, and then you can select the analog library. Now, which folder am I in? Well, it's this folder here, Cadence, SPP 17.2, Tools, Capture, Library, PSpice. You can pause the video if that's too fast, of course, and just, select the PSpice folder. Now let's go with the analog.olb library. That houses parts like resistors, capacitors, and blah, blah, blah. All right, with resistor or R selected, hit enter on your keyboard, then it gets attached to your cursor. Place it right there. Now let's select a capacitor. That's C. You could double click on it or hit enter to add that. Right click and then choose rotate and place it onto your schematic. Right click, choose end mode. Next, what we want is a VAC. Now VAC doesn't show up because it's not in the analog library. Well, which library is it in? Okay, I just happen to know that if you choose add library and go to sources is the library that you want for things like VAC, voltage source, current source, and things like that. So click open. Now VAC is selected, so double click on it to attach it to your cursor. Place it on the schematic. Right click, choose end mode. Now let's place a ground. You would think GND or ground or something, would be some type of source. Where the heck would you find the ground? It's actually in the CapSim library, but there's a shortcut here called place ground. So just choose that, and 0 is the one you want for simulation, and it's in the CapSim library. You can go with ground as well, but I like to go with 0. Click OK and place it onto the schematic. Right click and choose end mode. Now let's wire this up. So go to place wire, the shortcut right here, or you can hit W on your keyboard. Click and release. Do not click and drag and hold and drag the wire, because you can make weird connections that way. Just click release to make your connections. Okay, I'm gonna wire this up real nice. Very good. right click, choose end wire, or escape on the keyboard for short. Alright, 1 kilo ohm is fine for this resistor, but let's change this 1 nanofarad capacitor to something else, like 1 microfarad. Use U on your keyboard for micro. Click OK, and then our circuit schematic is set up. Now, let's go into the PSpice mode here. PSpice, new simulation profile. Now, if PSpice does not show up, if it's not on your menu bar, which is a common problem, that means you somehow created a new design, not a new project. You need to close the design and create a new project. Choose PSpice Analog or Mixed AD. Okay, continuing on. Let's go name this thing, what do we want to name this? AC sweep? That makes the most sense. You can also name it Bode plot. What the heck, let's name it Bode plot. Underscore. Click create. Now your icon will show up here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm using Parallels for Mac, and this is what I'm using here to run this software. Okay, so I'm running Windows within the Mac OS software, in case you're wondering about that. Okay, so for the analysis type, choose AC sweep / noise. Select logarithmic with decade as the option. Choose your start frequency to be like 1 hertz, then the end frequency to be 100k. For the points per decade, select something like 11 or 10. Usually people go with 10, but I like to go with 11. Click apply, then click OK. Next, let's run the simulation. So go to PSpice, run. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the simulation to load here. And here we go. The icon grabs my attention. Click. Usually when the screen is black, after you run a simulation, that means that it was successful. But why don't we see any signals? I'll show you. Minimize this window, go to PSpice, Markers, Advanced, and let's select the dB magnitude of a voltage to show on the graph here. Click and place it, right click and mode, and let's see what happens. There we go. The dB magnitude of the voltage changes over the varying frequency. Alright, so let's minimize this and let's plot the phase. Go to PSpice, Markers, Advanced, Phase of voltage. Place it right there. And let's see what we get. Excellent. Now the phase is on the same axis as the voltage magnitude. That's a problem. Let's put this phase on a different axis. So highlight this phase of the voltage text here, then hit Ctrl X on your keyboard to cut that out of the graph. Right click on this area to the left and hit Add Y-axis. What's happening here is the green graph is on the axis number 1 that you see here. Okay, and that's indicated by the 1 in the upper left on this left axis and the 1 next to the green signal at the bottom here. Now I'm going to select this second axis you see here, axis number 2, as indicated by the double green arrows that's letting me know that I have axis number 2 selected. Since I know that's selected, hit Ctrl V on your keyboard to paste the phase of the voltage onto this axis. And you can confirm that it's on the correct axis by looking at the number next to this signal here. So we have phase on axis number 2 and we have magnitude on axis number 1. That is how you generate a Bode plot in PSpice. Congratulations on completing your Bode plot in PSpice. Here's a recap of the steps. First, you want to choose New Project, PSpice Analog Mixed AD to enable simulation. Add your libraries. Place parts onto the schematic area, then wire the schematic together. Create a new PSpice simulation profile and choose AC sweep. Remember to place your markers onto the schematic. You can do this before or after the simulation, but make sure you run that simulation by hitting that green button, add a y-axis, and then cut and paste that phase of the voltage onto the new axis, paying attention to the numbers on said axes. Good job, and I'll see you in the next lecture.